Aloha nui kako, ai no mako ma'anei ma ka hale ho'okolo o Wailuku ma Maui nei. Akahi noa pau, o aliki ke olelo pau ka ho'okolo ana, akahi noa pau ke kai ano circus ma loko o ke hale ho'okolo ana. Ua mea, ua ho'okoi ia ke kahi palapala ki'i, ke kahi palapala e koi ana ke ki'i ke whakahopu ia o KALEIKOA do kona ho'ea ole i ka hale ho'okolo i keia la. Maloko no kona ho'ea kino ana, maloko no kona olelo waha ana me ka moa kaka e ka luna loiloi, ai no wau mai nei, ua hiki mai ke kanaka au kahea mai nei. Aloha! Olelo ana oi e kolu manawa, ale lako nānā i aia, ho'oholo mua lako me he mea la ale oi a hiki mai, a leila koe ia mai ka palapala ki'i, no leila waka olelo haole. Quick update, just Poet KALEIKOA's case, and he was basically held in contempt of court today. There's a bench warrant put out for him, issued for his failure to arrive to court, even though he physically and obviously has arrived at court, spoke to the judge and answered when called, exactly as the judge would have wanted him to answer, but in Olelo Hawaii. And because of that, they refused to acknowledge him and refused to accept the fact that he is here and he is in fact a living person, and went ahead and issued his bench warrant. So, my reaction to that, I guess, is, well, I'm not going to say anything that KALEIKOA has his videos and he has his mana'o, so I'll leave it at that. But my mana'o, I'll direct to people who are in Hawaiian education, to makua who are putting their kids in a punana leo, in a kula kaiapuni, in a charter school, and putting them and making them a part of this movement to revitalize Olelo Hawaii. We need to realize the true situation. Yeah, that we're not gonna put them in and it's all about cute hula dances and leading prayers at family luau's. That this is a war that we're in. That this really is a war, a fight for our survival. And so my kahea to those of us who are makua, who are kumu, who have any kind of makua influence on the keiki, who are in this movement of learning our language, we are ho'okuleana, we are giving them the responsibility to carry this on and to perpetuate it, to revitalize. We need to realize what situation we're putting them in. And by no means am I saying let's not put them in that situation, because they need to be in it, but we need to understand what it is that they're facing. And we need to understand that, or my mana'o, that they cannot face it alone. That it is not up to these 3-year-olds or to these 7-year-olds or to these 10-year-olds to one day change the world and revitalize and fix Olelo Hawaii. We have put them in, we have a kuleana to create these spaces for them so that when they become 15 years old, they become 20 years old, and they want to defend themselves in Olelo Hawaii, they're not going to be disregarded. They're not going to be treated as if they don't exist. And we need to understand what kind of impact does that have on keiki who are revitalizing it, and how lonely that journey can be. So with that mana'o, this is the fight that we need to fight. This is the fight that they need to fight. But we as makua, as kumu, we need to properly prepare them. We need to properly equip them, and we need to create spaces for them to succeed, so that it's not solely up to them to fight these struggles. What KALEIKOA is doing right now is what we all need to do. We need to create these spaces so that they have room to grow, and they're not always just creating that growth. There's so much we can. This is
well said. Hukai naina I loko mamuli o ka hana I loko kela wahi au kuni, you know. Ano hema kau ka mili, but ka hulelo I puta mai ko oia hoki palanayo kia hana, palanayo kia process, palanai punai namu ole, you know. I cannot understand it. Okay, so full disclosure, I was brainwashed as a lawyer, and I cannot understand for the life of me how these people can live with themselves and claim to carry justice in their hands when this kind of stuff happens. Justice is blind, right? Justice is swift, meaning that it's supposed to be weighing all of the rights of all people and doing what's right. In this case, justice is blind because the judge, the prosecutor, the clerks, everybody involved in this process wants to cover their eyes and not look at what's sitting right there in front of them. The rights of Native Hawaiians to live as Native Hawaiians. The judge knew Kale, the prosecutor knew Kale, everybody knows Kale. But they put the blinders on and they said, we're going to use the process to ignore you, to ignore not him, but all of us as Hawaiians. You know? And they made sure justice was swift. They made sure they swiftly ripped the rights away from him and the rest of us, slapped him with one bench warrant, and made him feel, well, I don't think he felt it, but tried to make him feel intimidated. But it wasn't just for him. It's a message that's being sent to, like Kokai said, to all of us. To all of us. Be careful, because we have the power to suppress you. We have the power to shut you up. And I don't know how much longer we're all going to wait. You know, this is my brother, and but he's not a Lahui. We're the Lahui. And yet, somehow, we let ourselves get trapped into the thinking that somewhere along the line, this government, this judge, this legal system will come out and protect us. Today is a message for all of us. There is no protection in the law. There is no protection in the U.S. system. We're on our own. And you know what? Maikai. Because when we're on our own together, there's nothing that can stop us.
Kahele.